We're ready to begin with Wyoming. We have student athletes Justin James, Alan Herndon, Coach Alan Edwards. Coach, if we can start with you, just some thoughts on tonight's game.
We went into the game with the mindset of the first 4 minutes, kind of setting our tone, playing Wyoming brand of basketball. Thought we came out with that. So obviously moving into the second half was the same message, playing the first 4 minutes and then having it carry over. Thought our guys did a great job of doing that. And because of it, we built a lead and, gave ourselves an opportunity to rest some guys, obviously getting prepared for tomorrow.
Thank you, Coach. Now take questions for the student athletes. Right here. Go ahead.
Robert Gagliardi from the Laramie Boomerang. Guys, congratulations. Justin, 9-9 from the field. Perfect. Just feeling it. Just present it. So talk about that. Have you ever had a game like that?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't call it perfect. But, yeah, I was just taking what the defense is giving me. And, my teammates trust me, to take and make shots, and, thankfully I did. I was getting nice open ones, and there'd be moments where I would drive and then collapse and then kick it out, so the other team would get, so other players would get open ones. We played a good all-around game, and, we'll be ready for tomorrow.
Just to follow up, Justin, starting just to, how much did that spark the team, or do you think it did spark it?
I definitely think it sparked the team. Just his energy that he came out with and just leading us like he has this entire season. It's always great to see that. And even I looked up and I was like, okay, he's definitely going. Let's the rest of us kind of got to get going too. So he definitely led us.
We're here.
Brandon Foster, Casper Star Tribune. I guess you guys get out to that 10-point lead at the half. Just how important was it to come out in the second half and make sure you had that same energy level in those first 2 minutes?
Yeah, like our coach said, we prided ourselves on the first 4 minutes of the game and the first 4 minutes of halftime coming out. Our goal was to come out and give them no hope and and play as hard as we possibly can. And that's what we did. We did have some mistakes, but we played through them. And we kept playing Cowboy basketball. And that's why we won.
I guess, quick turnaround, obviously, in these tournaments. What do you guys need to do to make sure you have that same sort of energy against New Mexico?
I think partially we were able to do it tonight, just being able to rest a few of us, myself, HD, and JJ, and even other guys, just getting the full rotation and getting those minutes. But also, I think we're just prepared for this. We opened the season in the Cayman Islands where we had to go back-to-back games. So I think we understand as a team what we have to do to be prepared to just come out tomorrow and just give it our all because it's win or go home.
As I know Al, you've won games here. It's been a while since this team won games in this building, but just to get this first one the way you did, is that also kind of just nice to get the first one out of the way and move on to the next one? It's
definitely nice to get the first one, and of course it always starts with that, but just looking back on those years, and we just feel like we didn't come out with the best product, and this time I think we were just all bought into what Coach was giving us, and this time it really showed, and we put Wyoming basketball on the court tonight.
Alan, it was obviously a big game from Justin, but you finished 6 of 7 from the floor yourself. How big is it to have so much depth, and especially in a game where you're not getting some scoring from guys like Hayden?
I think that's just our team in general. Teams really have to prepare for us because at any given night, it could be any guy. So we just always play like that. We just share the ball like that, and we just always try to lift each other up. Even though tonight HD didn't shoot it well, he was still out there encouraging guys and being himself. So we still want him to take those shots, and we're still going to give him confidence.
I know you guys were, fighting for that first-round bye at the end of the year, and it didn't work out for you. But is this about kind of the ideal way that it could have gone if you did have to play a first-round game to, maybe get some confidence back and also get to rest some guys?
I mean, the confidence was always there. It's nice to, play in the 20s and the minutes. We know what happened, in the regular season against New Mexico. We'll be thinking about it, and we'll be ready to play.
Yeah, just kind of following up on New Mexico, the last time you guys got together, extremely high-scoring game. How do you slow down an offense like them?
You be patient. You take what they give you, and you make smart. You make smart plays. We don't play New Mexico basketball. We play Wyoming basketball. Take what they give us. Obviously take care of the ball, be smart on defense. And just play our game. We'll be fine.
Are the Lobos maybe a team that you guys had your eye on coming into the tournament, hoping that you would get another chance to play them?
I mean, we don't really see it like that. We just play whoever's in front of us. But like I said, we weren't sad that we're playing them.
Anything else for our student athletes? Okay, I'll dismiss them at this time. Thank you, man.
Yep.
We'll now take questions for Coach Edwards. Right here, Coach.
Which is, how big was it? Not just, to get this win, but to, like they said, come out strong in the second half and kind of put them away, so to speak. And, we've seen this year where teams would even make a run or, but how big was that for this team in this tournament to put them away early?
Well, again, like the guys were saying, the message was our only focus was San Jose State. Didn't care about after. And we entered the game with the mindset of the first 4 minutes, putting our stamp on the game in a sense of energy, effort, and playing Wyoming basketball, and then let it carry over. And I thought, the same message came out in the second half. And what was great about it, especially when you start getting into tournaments like this, is being careful of trying to wear your guys down just to win a basketball game. So the fact that we had an opportunity to extend the lead gave us an opportunity to put some guys in the game that didn't play as much, but more importantly, rest the guys that we do look for to play a lot of minutes.
Not Hayden's best night shooting from the floor, but he's a guy who's been able to rebound consistently throughout his career and come back from these type of performances. What's your message going to be to him going forward?
Well, I mean, no different than what I said to him at halftime. I thought he was rushing and trying to will his shots. And, like I told him, he's one of our scorers. So it's not like I'm going to sit up there and tell him not to shoot. It's just let it come to you. But outside of the shots, my thing was he doing a lot of the other things? And you look at the stat line, I was really impressed with the fact that he had 6 assists. And we actually tried to go to him early in the first half to try to get him some easy ones before, the big ones would come in. But I thought his second half was better. I thought he was a little bit more composed. And then at the end of the day, with the type of player he is, it's hard to say that, he would have the same type of night 2 nights in a row.
Coach, I know JJ hit, I think, 3 threes tonight, but overall it looked like he was taking a lot of high percentage shots. Is that, something that's kind of contagious when you have a guy out there, taking good shots and making them?
Well, just getting prepared for the tournament, I had a good sit down with JJ. And I actually wanted to play him a little bit more at the point so that he could have a little bit more of a Magic Johnson's mentality versus a Michael Jordan mentality, getting the guys going and letting the game come to him. And I actually thought he did that. Even though he had 20 points in the first half, I didn't think it was rushed. I didn't think it was I'm trying to find my offense type of a night. I thought he really tried to get the other guys involved, did a great job in the first half rebounding the basketball as well. And then, like Al said, when you see a guy playing that way and doing that type of damage, then you as a teammate, say to yourself, okay, well, I have to step my game up a little bit just to help out with what's going on.
I know those threes haven't necessarily been there all the year, just percentage-wise for him, but, he said throughout that, he's going to keep shooting them. Has that kind of been your mentality towards him?
With
too?
JJ?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because, last year he was shooting the 3-ball at over 40%. And what I tried to get him to understand was you're taking different threes than what you took last year. And what I meant by that was you're just settling. A guy is standing right there in front of you, and you're jabbing, shooting threes, or, you're just shooting the threes with a late hand. And my thing has always been to any of our guys, if the ball is moving and it touches the paint, whether off the drive or in the post, and then it comes back out to you, I would take those threes all night. But just to pop it around the perimeter and nobody's being aggressive and just shoot it, those are not good threes for us. And I think he understood that a little bit better tonight as well.
But you got, Mexico, a team you played twice, the gotcha. I know that game in Laramie is probably one you want to put away, at least defensively. But you always said it's hard to get caught up in the way they play. So is that the major message to the team going into this game, or what are some of the other keys going into tomorrow?
Well, again, a lot of people looked at the score and said it was defense. I thought it was our offense that really hurt us in the sense of quick shots and turning the basketball over to where they got a lot of breakaway layups or advantage breaks against us. But even coming into this San Jose State game, you know, my main message to our guys was our best defense is taking care of the basketball and shot selection. So it wouldn't be any different getting prepared for New Mexico because they do want to speed you up. And we're a team that likes to play with tempo as well. But you have to understand, or we have to understand at the end of the day, advantage versus disadvantage. There's going to be opportunities, you know, just like I told them about this team. They want you to pop it around the perimeter and just settle for threes. You know, like watching the Utah State. Utah State's, I think, like 43s in the game that they end up losing. And, you know, Mexico is a little different in the sense of they just want to pressure you and get you going fast, and then you shoot the ball in 6 to 8 seconds. And was it really a good shot for us? And I think that's what we have to figure out when getting prepared for them, because if it's not, then we have to make them play defense in the half court.
Coach, I guess how was Hunter feeling coming into this one? I know he got in there in the second half.
Just needed to warm up. You know, it's been a little sore. Obviously, he actually hadn't practiced. Lou didn't practice either the couple times before getting out here. But, you know, there was a point in the game I went down and talked to Lance and see if it was okay to put him out there just to get him going. I thought he looked pretty good, to be honest with you, moving-wise. But, you know, again, you know, move on, do a lot of preparation for New Mexico tonight. And that will present a different challenge in the sense of style of plays different from San Jose versus New Mexico.
What does it say about Wyoming athletics that both basketball programs have been able to advance to the semifinals now?
Well, you know, I mean, I bragged on just the athletic department in general last year. I do believe, you know, we do have something special going on at the University of Wyoming. Not only just men's and women's. I think, obviously, football has done a great job as well. Wrestling has always been good. Volleyball has done a great job. Swimming and diving has done a great job as well. Track, I mean, if you go down the line, there's something about each program. Tennis, there's something about each program that you can say, man, they're doing the right thing. And that should be, you know, recognized, you know, with our fan base as well. So excited, you know, obviously for Coach Legursky, because he comes in my office, but I goes in his office, and, you know, he's like a mentor to me. And I was just excited that his staff got Coach of the Year for what they did. And then the performance that they had last night or yesterday coming back from 17 down, I thought that was really, really, really good.